Hot 937, Harvest #1 for hip hop and R&B. Kid Fresh in the building. Got 50 Cent.
Yeah, baby.
Boxing promoter, 50 Cent.
It's going down.
Wow. Now, my first question is, why? What made you get into boxing?
Well, I've always had passion for the actual sport, but it's my relationships with the top fighters that kept me closer to it than usual. And me and Floyd's relationship is actually what it originally started as a joint venture. And when he got out of jail, he was going through all kinds of shit, like just huge adjustment for him. And he wasn't willing to commit to the finances at that point. So I moved forward with the fighters that I already committed to.
Now, I was going to ask you about Floyd, because, I mean, rumors, you know, what happened with that process with you and Floyd and Manny Pacquiao and that whole situation?
Well, I spent so much time communicating with Manny's camp in Floyd's behalf, because Floyd actually wanted to make the fight right before he had to go to jail.
Right.
He was willing to take the fight, and he kept saying, "Five, go ahead, talk to him, talk to him." Like, he wanted me to actually communicate with them to make it happen. And we made an offer. We offered, what, $40 million? For them
Pacquiao.
Yeah, we did. So, and then they, it was weird. Like, the numbers, they wanted, you know, some it just went on and on for no reason. And,
Did you get the feeling that Manny Pacquiao just didn't really want this fight? Because, I mean, there was so many rumors that Pacquiao didn't want the fight. Then there was rumors, you know, Floyd was scared. You know, it was so many rumors.
What happens is it's just the fighter's temperament. They're both looking at it like how much you get.
Okay. So it's a money thing.
Because you're saying, yo, I'm gonna pay you $40 million. Then they're going, well, how much is it? Because in their minds, they don't know exactly how much the show itself is worth when it's that big. When it's pumped up like that. So it's like, I had all kind of stuff lined up for that actual fight. Like, you'd have been able to buy it on your telephone.
Wow.
So
now that being that you're involved with the both of them, I mean,
what happens is when me and Floyd get into an argument, Manny, the relationship with Manny's camp is so cool that we end up fighting next on Manny's card.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because,
right.
And I acquired Gamboa from Top Rank. And did it in a fashion where I can actually work with Top Rank instead of feeling like they lost something to me.
Well, the next time you see Floyd Mayweather, tell Floyd he got a twin up in Connecticut named Kid Fresh. Everywhere I go, they like, yo, Fresh, dog, I thought you was Floyd Mayweather, dog. And I tell them all, I'm trying to be down with the money team.
Until it comes time to fight.
Hey, I can do it all. I can be a stunt double, dog.
You do look like him.
So now let me ask you,
I mean, you lost the top piece right there like that.
Hey, I'm trying to be down with the money team, like 4 flat tires and a messed up spare, dog. Man. So now, I mean, going forward, do you feel, because I'm going to ask you, you know what I'm saying, do you feel like in the future there could possibly be a Floyd Pacquiao fight, or is that just a dead issue?
I think that balloon has been blown up to a pop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people are actually interested in that right now. That the fight is the Floyd Canelo fight, the next one.
Yeah.
That's the one to watch. And then people misinterpret what I'm saying and what he's saying at different points. But Floyd's like my younger brother, so he'll say whatever he's saying, and he don't mean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He'll go, yo, I didn't mean to say that. Like, you know, like, and then it's the adjustment. Like, you see it when he actually is on camera. He speaks really slow because he's thinking he don't want to say the wrong thing to you while the camera, they get nervous.
Yeah. But you know, I think they take one thing and they just run with it quick.
Take it. Like, I just, recently I was getting in the car in Los Angeles, and paparazzi dude was there. I think it was on TMZ. But he goes, so what do you think about rappers being involved with sports? And I said, I don't think, he said, rappers shouldn't be involved with sports. I'm not a regular rapper. And then they said I was talking about Jay-Z.
Does he even know that you're an entrepreneur?
Nah, they didn't even know that we involved in boxing. They took it and made it what they wanted it to be. You know
That's what they do. That's what they do. Well, let's talk about what you got going on July 5th. You got this SMS promotion thing going on at the Connecticut Convention Center.
Yeah, it's going down, man. It's actually going to air on ESPN, but it's the ticket, man. It's going to be a really good show. We got Alvarez versus Green in that main event. And that show was actually, it was scheduled for, originally that fight was supposed to go on June 8th on HBO.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I was able to pull that card from Yvonne Michelle from Canada, bring them out to have them fight on this actual show. I'm going to secure it really being the right talent for people to come out and see.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we're chopping it up with 50 Cent, entrepreneur 50 Cent. That's pretty big right there. When you can snatch something from HBO and bring it to ESPN.
Yeah, it's going down.
Friday, July 5th. Now, you have your host here.
Yeah,
Tatted Up Holly.
Hey.
What's up?
How you doing?
Fellas, let me tell you something real quick. Tatted Up Holly is nice. And that's just the PG-13 version.
Thank you.
You excited?
Yes, I'm super excited.
Now, is this going to be your first hosting thing, or you've been doing this before?
I've been doing this before, but the first one with 50.
Now, how did you and 50 connect, you know?
Through mutual friends.
Mutual female friends? Yeah.
His guy and my girl.
Wow.
They're lovers.
Yeah. Wait till y'all see the Instagram. Tatted Up Holly is boom banging out the frame, man. Now, 50, I got to ask you now. Now, in the entertainment business right about now, you wearing a lot of hats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, 50 Cent the rapper, 50 Cent the producer, 50 Cent the actor.
Yeah.
You know, with all the hats that you wearing right now, I got to ask you, which hat do you put on where you like, you know what? Okay, this is me. This is my heart and soul. This is what I do, because you've been so successful at all your different hats.
Right.
Which one do you get really, really amped and you're like, okay, this is me. I'm at home now.
Well, music, because I'm conditioned for it. I've been writing since '97, and it's like I have points where I walk in and it's the easiest thing in the world, like to get it out, like to get the idea out, and then moments where I'm looking and going, the climate of music itself, like what's actually happening in it, makes it difficult for me to make a decision on what direction to write in. And I just gotta watch. You know what I mean? Let's just stop for a second to see what's actually happening and what people are responding to before you make a move and write what you want to write. Like a lot of those other things are me just exploring. I get a lot of ideas, man. Like, when you're an entrepreneur, or you're someone who lives within the entrepreneur spirit, I think you go into a tunnel that doesn't end, and you'll always find something new to be passionate about, and it just keeps you going. It keeps. Like, I get excited by it, like, yeah, let's do that. That's gonna be interesting. And then, as long as all those things are organic and they relate to your actual lifestyle, you'll have a connection to it where it's not difficult to talk about it.
Because people talk about it, you know, where I come from, don't talk about it, be about it. And I remember asking you when I first met you like 10, 11, 12 years ago, when you first came out, you said the same thing. And looking at your history, you know, you've made a lot of stuff come true with your different ventures, you know. And, you know, people, you know, rappers, you know, they tend to move off into different things all the time. But are you successful at it?
Right.
And you are one of those folks that, you know, you look at it and say, damn, he got a lot of successful hats. You know, so now, is this boxing thing, is this going to be your new home for a while?
Well, you know, I want to, the reason why this show was structured the way it was for me to learn all the actual working parts and responsibilities. I did a deal with the actual network, so I'll be doing 24 shows over the next 2 years, and then I'll do an option to extend for the third year. So, now that I know all of the responsibilities, I'll find people sufficient to actually delegate those responsibilities to. And because the network deal is done, the finances are in place to employ them. The shows are secured that they're going to happen. So now you got
to fill in the pieces now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, one more thing before I let you go. Now, it's no secret that you're heavily involved with the boxing game right now. I'm curious as to your thoughts about the UFC. Because, you know, you got boxing and you got the UFC. A lot of folks was like, you know, boxing is a sport that's on its way out. Right. The UFC is a sport that's on its way in. What are your thoughts about the UFC?
I think that UFC's done a great job. Dana and them done an excellent job at developing a connection between their fighters and the general public. They'll use the Ultimate Fighter Challenge, that show, for you to be a little more invested in the fighter, because you get to know them during that actual program, and then you go off and see him into the actual fight mode afterwards, because it's really smart, man. And the same guy, like Eric Shanks over at Fox. I think he does programming across Fox, Fuse, Epix, and Spike Television.
Mm-hmm.
And really, really smart guy. Actually, Dana introduced me to the guy. You know what I'm saying? So the UFC it's good. It's a good model. Like I think when you have all of the fighters under one roof, you can make the fight that the public wants to see. Then you don't have the issue that you had with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd.
Right. Well, if you're just tuning in, like I said, we're chopping up with 50 Cent. It's going down Friday, July 5th, the Connecticut Convention Center. SMS Promotions, 50 Cent. It's going to be crazy. It's your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's your birthday.
I'm going to do it big, man. I got to have some fun. That's like, I try to find everything that's exciting to put around this actual event.
Mm-hmm.
Even Tatted Pilot, that's why I like, when you hear someone name, you know how the culture is changing. Look, tattoo's always been a part of hip-hop culture.
Oh, of course, dog. I'm tatted up, dog. Don't get it messed up. I'm tatted up. Oh, definitely. Well, hey, 50, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate everything, dog. Good luck out to you. I always tell you, mi casa, su casa. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to come through, dog, you see it's a big deal.
Thank you.
They out here waiting for you, dog. Y'all keep it locked. We showing love, baby. It's hot now.